Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel Health by My Cuisine by Seema. This is Seema and I thank you all for being there with me in the journey called health. Today's topic is thyroid, and when you healthify your cuisine, you need to healthify your lifestyle also. Thyroid is a gland situated here. It's on your throat. It's a ductless gland in the neck which secretes hormones, thyroid hormones, to regulate the growth and development of the thyroid functions. So, to stimulate those suffering with the disorder, to stimulate this thyroid gland, there are many exercises in Yoga Asanas. First, we need to warm up and soak some sunshine every morning. We need to do the warm-up exercises before initiating any further exercise or yoga asanas. We should always practice regularly the yoga asanas which stimulate these thyroid glands. This thyroid disease is very takes a toll on your health, and it's very dangerous also if not taken care of. Its major role is generally the metabolism, growth and development. This thyroid gland secretes certain hormones, and some of them are basically 4 hormones, which are thyroxine, then triiodothyronine, and the third one is calcitonin. Yes, all the 3 are hormones. They help in promoting growth of body tissues and development of mental facilities and mental faculties. First asana I am showing you to stimulate your metabolism is this asana called Mandukasana. Sit in a Vajrasana, then release your breath, exhale and bend down. If you are suffering with high blood pressure, please don't do this. And it's very important to hold any position. Holding your position in any yoga asanas is the only key to make it more effective. Another asana is the counter pose of Mandukasana. I do Mandukasana for 10 minutes. 10 minutes should be done for 10 minutes. 10 minutes should be the ideal time for doing it. This can be achieved through practice. The second asana is camel pose, or as you can see, Ustrasana. I lifted myself from the Vajrasana, then there should be a gap in between your legs and bend forwards, not forwards, but you have to bend backward like this, and holding the position will work. This position will really stimulate the thyroid gland to release hormones like thyroxine and which are in general term they are called T3 and T4. T3 and T4 are the basic hormones of thyroid gland. Baki, the rest, the TSH is just a thyroid stimulating hormone which is released from the pituitary gland. Though that means that's a pituitary hormone. Those who cannot do this asana, this is a little difficult, but with regular practice one can do Ustrasana by holding these calves. If you are not able to do it, then sit in a Vajrasana, lift yourself up in this position and just bend it backward. Bend your back backward so that there is some stimulation around the neck. Now sitting in Vajrasana, bending backward, this will stimulate your thyroid gland for better secretion of the thyroxine hormone. So thyroid gland is a ductless gland in the neck which secretes thyroid hormone to regulate the growth and development of the thyroid functions. Major role, as I said, it's metabolism, growth and development. Iodine deficiency can lead to this hormone deficiency. So having proper diet and proper iodine in your food is very important. Iodine deficiency can lead to many other diseases also. so like a goiter, which is a swelling in the neck. This is Sarvangasana. Lie down and raise your legs like this. And Sarvang means all the body parts. This asana gives an exercise and stimulates all the body parts. Our lungs, our thyroid gland, our blood flow goes towards the thyroid gland and the pituitary gland. You can do the inclusive yoga practice. You can do Kapalbhati Pranayam while doing this asana. This asana also helps in sending the blood flow towards the hair and helps a lot in reduction of your hair fall, as thyroid gland secretes such hormones which help in metabolism and cell development and brain development also. So this stimulates the brain cells also. Thyroid patients, they generally become very forgetful with the passage of time. They forget, as I am living this disease, so they forget where they have kept the things. This asana helps a lot in stimulating the brain, and holding any position is very, very important. Thyroid deficiency can lead to autoimmune diseases also. It can attack the immune system against the thyroid gland. So there are two types of thyroid diseases. One is hyperthyroidism, which is caused by, you say, Graves' disease, and another is hypothyroidism, which is caused by the Hashimoto's disease. So iodine supply from diet will also help. That's why the iodine salts are there. This affects your heart, digestive system, brain development of bone health. Thyroid gland secretes one more hormone. That hormone is called calcitonin or CT. It is secreted by certain cells present outside the follicles in the thyroid gland. So this is the hormone which regulates the concentration of calcium and phosphorus in the blood. It is under the feedback control of plasma calcium concentration and is secreted when concentration of calcium rises in the blood. So the patients, thyroid patients, they also suffer in low bone density. It then lowers the concentration of calcium and phosphorus in the plasma by decreasing their release from the bones. So it kind of dodges the brain that there is more calcium in the blood, and it stimulates the pituitary gland kind of a thing that you need to secrete more calcium. So that's why the extra calcium is taken out from the bones. You should always do a counter pose. That's why here I am showing you Sayto Bandasana or the bridge pose. Bridge pose helps in strengthening your hip muscles, your back muscles. I have lived backache for 4 years, but I have reversed my backache proudly with the practice of this asanas. Thanks to my mother who kept nagging me all the time, you can see, kept inspiring me. And here I am doing the inclusive yoga practice. I am also doing Kapalbhati, which has been introduced by Yoga Guru Swami Ramdev. I am a follower of Swami Ramdev, and I am a proud follower of Yoga Guru Swami Ramdev and Acharya Balkrishna Maharaj, who work tirelessly for the community, for the humanity. So here this is Sayto Bandasana. This helps a lot in stimulation of thyroid gland also. Not only this, but this strengthens your back. This gives strength to your back. As I said earlier, that calcium metabolism is one of the functions of thyroid gland. So it kind of dodges the body that there is a need of calcium, and the body takes out calcium from the bones. That's why all the thyroid patients suffer with weak bones. And then backache and thyroid disorder, thyroid disease and backache both go hand in hand. Thyroid and backache and your spine health, because it causes inflammation and swelling around those your spine. So taking honey, lemon, water, taking such I have shared so many recipes on this channel. You can search the recipes. I am working tirelessly in creating recipes, but no recipe will work, no eating will work till we have a healthy lifestyle. That's why I came up with these healthy yoga asanas. Relaxing after these tiring asanas is very important. If you get up from the mat, you can hurt yourself. So, relaxing in the position, shavasana, is always recommended after rigorous exercise. And this is the sequence by which you should really get up from your mat. Now you are doing asanas on your back. Now lie on your stomach and do Bhujangasana, the cobra pose. Bhujangasana helps in stimulating your thyroid gland, and it also helps in strengthening your back. This is one of the asanas with which I strengthened my back and mostly reversed my backache. Those who know me, I used to wear belt. So, but with some changes in my lifestyle, with some changes in my food, and with some changes in my thought process, I could manage reversing my backache. One thing I will say, that a person who is very emotional should never get this thyroid disease, because uh, it really, if a emotional person gets a thyroid disease, it means a graves disease. It means a graveyard for him or her. So family should really be very supportive, and family should really take care of the person, take care of the emotions of the person who is already there with this disease. This seems to be very easy, but this is very, very, very vast and difficult disease. I am showing you the Shalabhasana, the counter pose for the Bhujangasana. Bhujangasana gives you exercise in the upper body part, and Shalabhasana gives exercise to the lower back muscles, the hips. Repeating 10 sets, 20 sets is very important. You can start with 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, then you can increase slowly. There is no hurry. It should be done properly and in a very systematic way. Yoga is a scientific approach. It's not a secondary approach. It's a scientific approach, and people are there are so many researches on this. These asanas help in weight loss also, because it burns the extra fat around your waist, extra fat around your hips, and extra fat around your tummy. This relaxes your back. No doctor could really help me till I helped myself. I started losing my confidence. I started when I couldn't even lift my child. So this is Dhanurasana. I am showing you how the sequence, the bow pose, how much the sequence is very important in any asana, in any form of exercise. And basically, yoga is a matter of sequence only. You cannot switch from one asana to another asana if it's not in between the sequence. Sequence is very important. This asana makes your tummy area very, very strong. The core becomes strong. When the core is strong, it supports the back. As I have told in the video, that thyroid disorder and your backache and your spine health, they go back to back. As discussed, the hormone CT or calcitonin, it kind of dodges, it regulates the calcium deposition. So after doing this set of yoga asanas, there are certain food changes. If I share everything in this video, it will become a very long video. I'm here showing you how to do Ujjayi Pranayam. Ujjayi Pranayam is very beneficial for stimulating the thyroid gland. You just need to inhale, make your tight muscles around the neck very tight. You need to inhale through your neck, kind of a thing. Then you need to repeat it 21 times, as your Guru Baba Ramdev supports and says. In the inhaling through the throat and then releasing it, kumbhak kind of a thing. and releasing from one nose. One more pressure point he shares on TV, that there is a pressure point under your thumb which you should, yes, this pressure point should be, yes, this pressure point. It should be done for whenever you are sitting watching TV, reading book, or doing anything. In your leisure time, you should press this pressure point 10 to 12 times, 10 to 20 times from both the hands, both the hands. This bulged raised part under your thumb. This is it. I will share you the food. There are food restrictions. There are many food restrictions, but I cannot cover everything in this one video. But I suggest you all that please don't take any soya product. No soya product should be taken by thyroid patients, because they really interfere with the thyroid medicine which you are taking, and you will definitely feel a difference in the doctor can taper your dose. Thank you so much for watching. We'll